Hello and welcome to Offroad Veterans. We are United States military families with the mission to reduce veteran suicides through camaraderie centered around off-roading. We record videos of our trips to off-road parks every few months with multiple cameras stitched together and post them here on YouTube like everyone else. Random Side-by-Side Shit Sunday is us sharing and talking about random pictures taken on and off the trails in between the rides, usually every Sunday-ish. Okay, I'm going to describe to you a new game. It's kind of like hide and seek with side-by-sides. We'll call it Fugitive or whatever you want to call this thing to make it more adult. But let's just say where we're at here is we meet up here at this location. This is where the Fugitive is. The Fugitive is at that red spot. Actually, all of us are at at that spot. Now, from here, the Fugitive, in this case, can go any of the three directions, and just like hide and seek, you have some length of time that you're allowed to get the jump on the chase teams. The chase teams, obviously are, also here. Probably at least 2 sets of side-by-sides. It'd be funner if we had 3, but then that kind of takes away from the fun. I think we can pull this off with basically 2 side-by-sides. The chase teams and have 1 fugitive, or basically do a 2-to-1 ratio of whatever numbers you guys come up with. Okay, I need to break in real quick. So I'm going to do some fugitive math here. So if there needs to always be at least 1 open trail for the fugitive to use. So if, in this case, there's 3 trails, 1 fugitive, there should be 2 chase vehicles only. Because if you have 3, then there's nowhere to go immediately. So basically, there's 3 trails. The fugitive takes off, and then the 3 chase vehicles go down all 3 trails, and they all meet on the far side. Game over. So that's not very fun at all. Just want to throw that in real quick. So anyway, so the fugitive, in this case, decides to haul ass down path 40. That's the direction they left when we were all in this one spot here. Now, the chase teams, obviously you want to send 1 team chasing down that way, and do you dare go in this way, realizing that you might get bogged down in a black trail, or do you race around trail 40 there and try to meet them on the back end? Now, this gets kind of interesting in that you're being pushed by the chase team. So I'm assuming when you get to this point here, there's some options. So do you continue racing on, knowing you're going to run into the other team, the chase team coming back around this other way, or do you head down this trail here? And then it becomes kind of a mind game of which direction do you think where are the chase teams at? So you got one on your backside here, and if you're expecting one here, do you go down, or do you suspect that maybe this team popped up the black here knowing that you might pop down that way? Might be kind of fun. You can kind of see where this is going. Again, there's only, if there's only one racetrack and 1 center, it get kind of boring. But I think just to ease into this thing, I think we do it that way. Later on, obviously, we might want to throw some other trails in here. Maybe go all the way around all of these. I think that's more an advanced topic for another day, but I think just to keep it very simple, you just stay in this boundary here, right? Just throwing that out there. I think it might be fun. You guys give me some comments, some feedback on, something else. I think it's something fun to play around with. Might be fun for camera work and speedy things. How does the game end? So who becomes the winner here? So what I'm thinking is kind of like when everyone leaves here, and everyone should leave here, I think it should be that there's almost like a capture the flag thing to where, whoever comes back here, if the fugitive fugitive makes it back to that point without the chase teams catching them, then they win. How the chase teams win is, again, say we're here, or the fugitive is there, and they get boxed in on both sides by the chase team. That is a win for the chase team. So that's kind of the way I could see this playing out as far as, you know, the chase team winning. Now, again, I think it would have to be like a base thing, or maybe it's even a time thing. It could be easily be a thing where the fugitive team, you know, again, I grayed out the area. So if you go outside that area, you lose. So if you are seen outside of these areas, you know, in the not seen, but basically, you know, using the honor code here, don't freaking go pop down this trail and hide out there until time's up. That's kind of horseshit, and it's dishonorable, and you're getting ragged on for all of eternity for that. So anyway, so I think it could be, again, if like, you know, I'm thinking this is just my tactic, I probably shouldn't do it, but I'm thinking if I'm right here, if I'm the fugitive, and all of a sudden here comes the chase team on both friggin' sides, I'm pretty damn sure what I'm doing next is popping down this, and now I've got both, I know where both the chase team people are. So, and again, pending I don't get stuck on this black trail, you know, and if you're behind, and again, it might be a thing too where if you're stuck and, you know, again, like say, you know, I've got my Razor with my 29-inch freaking tires on it, and if I get stuck right about here and there is a chase team behind me and I can't go forward and now I can't go back because they're behind me, then I'm caught. I'm the loser. So I'm kind of thinking these are some of the scenarios that we play out. Some more chase team tactics I'm thinking in this equation is, you know, again, the fugitive takes off in this direction. Damn, sorry, wrong tool. Chase team heads off in this direction, or correction, the fugitive takes off in that direction, and now the chase team obviously sends one afterwards, and then maybe shortcuts and tries to go up the black to catch them and almost game over this thing pretty quickly whenever they get to here. But if the chase team doesn't get up the black fast enough, you know, the fugitive is off to the races, going down this other trail here, and they can hide out there. And now it becomes now that, you know, both of the chase team is way back here, then it becomes, you know, the waiting game. So again, I don't want to make this take all day where it's just hide and seek all day, and that's not really fun. We kind of give some time limit to it. Like if you can survive for X amount of time or reach some other place, maybe we do it that way. Like, oh, you gotta make it to. I just don't want to get to where it's someone's camping and that's the whole fucking thing, is sitting there drinking and camping and waiting for them to show up. I think that'd be kind of boring. But it could also be a tactic. You know, what if? And I don't want. Is like, again, if the base is right here, back where we all started at, it's really much horseshit if the chase team just camps out right here and just blocks that path, and, you know. But again, if the fugitive comes and reaches base before you can get back down the trail, then the fugitives won. I don't know, just throwing these things out here. Again, we can throw some rules around it. I'm kind of curious what you guys think about it. Am I just making some dumb shit up on a Friday? Let me know.